Hey guys, we're going to be installing an Orcish 13,000 pound winch today. We're going to be putting it on my car hauler trailer. A few of the things that we needed in order to get this installed was a 32-foot wiring kit. Decided to go with 2-gauge wire, nice heavy duty wire so it'd stand the test of time. The kit that I ended up going with was from USA I.T.E.C. It's a veteran owned company and I was very pleased with everything that they sent me. They sent me an additional pocket knife. They also sent me a Christmas ornament since it was around Christmas time. I thought that was a really great touch. I was very pleased with everything they sent me. I also went ahead and ordered a universal mounting bracket from E-Trailer. They were very quick with their shipping. As far as the bracket goes itself, it was very high quality. It was 1/4-inch steel. All the mounting holes that they came with mounted straight up to my winch. I was very satisfied. I really think that it's going to stand the test of time, and it was everything that I expected it to be. It was rated for 12,000 pounds and above, so that fit my 13,000 pound winch perfectly. I went ahead and I ground a bevel on both the trailer and the mounting bracket. making sure to leave about an 1/8 inch land on both the trailer and the mounting bracket, so I had a good amount of meat to weld to, but also give me enough penetration so the weld was nice and strong. I started off, I ran a root pass with 6010, and then I topped it off with 7018. As you can see right here, I'm unspooling the winch itself. What I was concerned with was that I might strike an arc accidentally on the cable, and I knew if I did that, then that would weaken the cable, and I'd end up either having to change it, or maybe later on down the line that just would wear out, and that would cause that to break. I'm going to be pulling rather large trees and possibly cars or trucks onto this trailer, so I wanted to make sure that I didn't cause any weak spots, because everybody knows that if a cable snaps and you're in the wrong spot, it can really injure you seriously. So I want to make sure that that didn't happen. Now that I got the winch mounted up, I wanted to, get all the wires routed correctly how I wanted them, and I tried to make it as neat as possible. What you can see here is I'm actually running the wires through the trailer. Now I want to go ahead and hit that rail is what I'm aiming for. So what I did is after I ran them, I zip tied everything. And since I had a connection between my long cable and the cable that's coming off the winch, I went ahead and I got heat shrink ties, or I don't even know the specific word for them, but basically you apply heat to it and it makes sure that you have a waterproof connection. So I went ahead and did that, and everything came out real smooth. Unfortunately, I didn't get a real close up of that, but it did turn out really nice. Here, since I had some bare metal from grinding and welding and installing the winch on the trailer, I wanted to make sure that I didn't leave that exposed to the elements. So I had some black spray paint, not a perfect match for the trailer, but for the time being, it'll do. So I just went ahead and put a coat or two of paint on there and cleaned it up for the time being. What I'll end up doing is getting some color match for that trailer and making sure that it looks factory. If you guys like this video, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. I hope to have this trailer and winch in future videos, and I have a whole bunch of ideas that I have in store, and I'm really excited for the future. You guys take care and have a good day.